So, apologies for the late delay today, just a little bit of work, and then I was like, right, I need to go on, see if I can do a Friday, when Fridays usually I try and do a random game somehow, something I'm not doing as the main game, just something a bit small maybe. And I found a few now that I've got a bunch of CDs that I've bought. I'm not going to pick it up because it doesn't have a spindle. It's just going to fall everywhere and be... So hopefully the CDs are going to be fine. I don't know, because I have seen a few when it's verifying some of the errors that popped up. So I'm hoping it's not going to be horrible. If not, we'll have to figure something out. But yeah, let's see what we can do. And that reminds me, you need to see the screen. I think it's this one. There you go. Screen is available. So I have 3 games that I found. One of them is called Storm. One of them is called Spectre VR. And another one is called Total Mayhem, which is the one I'm going to start with because it looks very much like Crusader, Crusader, there's no remorse, no regret type thing. Feels a little bit like that. But, let's see. Just put this back. Right, let's see if this actually runs, because I have no idea if it will. Also, I will need to find out this one. Cool. Right, so you can hear that. I've got the right thing in. I should know because I can hear it, but I'm just making sure from your end as well. Right. Run. Browse. Got the F drive there. So let's see. It's this one. So this is known as Total Mayhem, but it says Total Mania. No, we don't go on the C drive. Let's go on the E drive for now. Interesting, it says Windows 95 only. Let's do this. Yeah, just in case. So I'm guessing this is a Windows 95 game that runs on 3.1 or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But Win 3X said that this does run. And again, apologies for the extra hissing, but that would be the external CD-ROM. I haven't looked into the Amiga yet, I've been quite busy. So I'm going to have a look at that this weekend and see if I can salvage anything. Along with the CDs that I bought here. In fact, I'll show you one now. It's one of them there. I've got 300 of these, so hopefully the quality of it's going to be okay. I also bought 2 8GB compact flash cards and I went for SanDisk, so hopefully that should be fine. It might mean I've got to recreate everything. Including what we did with, or what I did with the remake of Last Half of Darkness, which is so frustrating. Didn't we just install this? Open sec. Open sequence that would be. This comp page. Game H, I'm sure we just did this. Okay. Also feels weird to be loading DirectX on Windows 3. I'm assuming it'll work. Let's have a look at the README file. Domark, who have been around since the 80s at least, they did games for the ZX Spectrum that I know of. And Cinematics, never heard of those. I'd like to thank you for purchasing Total Mania. Runs on Windows 3 and 3.1. Is there a word right? Yes. Makes it easy for me to read. The expected performance boost at 95 gives you 3.1 users will not be able to view the cut movies, but this is the only impact of gameplay they can expect. 3.1 users are also urged to not run any other programs whilst running Total Mania. Some users will experience difficulties in getting sound working in 3.1. It was always tracked down to another program using a sound system, so we might have sound issues. Oh yeah, because there were two of them that got installed. So they each will be higher resolution. You can run a game directly from a CD. Okay, fair enough. Don't see if it changes. See where it got put, if anywhere. Okay, don't see it. I just have to go through File Manager. Right, so it's detected this S3 and that's the S86C805. That's on board with 1 meg of RAM. Okay. Note, due to hardware problems, the S3 chips do not support linear faint buffer access in 328 and 368-bit SVGA modes. Okay. Sound set. Stream me out of there. Let's try it, I suppose. It's a bit to the right, isn't it? On your screen it looks okay, on mine it's shoved to the right. It's kind of weird. The sound's there though. I've seen this before somehow. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Nice place to put a save game in the quarters. Let me adjust my screen. Actually, I should be okay. If it causes an issue, I can sort it later.
Resistance Headquarters has assigned the 108th to von Solomon Claims as its first area of operations. Your first mission is to clear the forward net command post at KPOC. KPOC is a small installation with a relatively small contingent of light security mechs. Good luck.
Mechs, eh? The transporter will set you down right here in the northwestern sector of the base. This area is known to be guarded by a light security mech, which we'll have to eliminate if we are to keep our transport capabilities a secret. The resistance needs the metals of the von Solomon plains. Locate and retrieve the metals in this area. Oh, that one. Okay. See, that makes it not look like Crusade No Remorse, but the cover art kind of did. Maybe just look that way. Okay, that's weird. So the way to do firing is clicking, but you hold down right click and then you can turn, and then you left click while still holding right click to fire. That's kind of bizarre. And left click to move. Something is shooting. Right. I mean, this interface down here reminds me a little bit of Syndicate. It definitely plays a lot differently than that. I do like the fact that it's taking out the top of the building so you can see where you're walking. Do you like the fact you can go into buildings? Jack Johnson has recovered iron. Oh, it's this lot we need to pick up. Alright, okay.
Originally a colonial port, McPherson has been in the hands of the Mechs for some time. You must neutralize this lightly defended forward base before the more strategic Solomon interior can be assaulted.
We need to neutralise the McPherson HQ for our operations in Solomon to advance. We must eliminate all mech in the McPherson HQ and destroy their command and control capabilities. The backup HQ is guarded by a mech lookout here. You must eliminate this lookout to proceed. The mechs are currently using the caves in the McPherson as a backup HQ. Find the caves and clear them out. And finally, McPherson is an important link to the mech's communication network. Locate the communication station and put it out of commission. I'm just going to turn this down in my ears because the gunshots are quite loud. Okay. That's better. Can't get in there. Oh, you can use the arrow keys to move around. As well as the mouse. Might as well just pop over here. The first aid with sword kind of phased through the wall, and I've just seen you go upstairs. I remember playing this. I forgot what it was called. I remember playing it when I still shared a room with my brother. Well, I'm glad I found something that people remember. This looked quite interesting, actually, to be fair. And as I was saying before, if you missed what I said, was it feels sort of like Crusader No Remorse, in a way. I suppose it's because of the outfits these guys have got. Same kind of style, yeah. Don't like the fact that one of them's upstairs and I can't see what he's doing. There we go. Yeah, I'm causing lots of damage, just why not? Try not to make too many holes in the floor. Objective 1 I've still got to do, but I can't see how to get into the... Oh, is that a door? If it is, I can't get into it. Oh, wait a minute, is that a key? Ah, right, okay. That's where I'm going wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, this was out of power. Oh, did I use it on the wrong person? I did, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, it can zoom in. That's nice. Yeah, that's how you do it. Nope, there. I assume iron is going to be sellable. Stuck in the wall, never mind. But lucky if this person gets through the other end without, so I'm assuming the yellow, power 104, 100 and odd. It's not much at the moment. The other guy's already out of power. At least this game gives you a moment before when you go up the stairs, so you don't have to get immediately shot by something. Oh, I bet that's the power as well. Well, that's not good, is it? Yeah, I like the fact that it gives you an opportunity to see the enemies, because of the way that when you move up into an area, it doesn't sort of move the screen up, which would be nice. I don't know if it's a Windows 3 thing or whether it's just the way it is. I've got 3,500 credits. The ion field power unit uses a 4-layer ion field containment vessel to store highly energetic heavy particles. As the unit is drained, the heavy particles are released from the semi-stasis into a small reaction port, which then converts their kinetic energy into electricity. I can increase. I can't. Right, so I can't upgrade anyone. Maybe I've got to find it first. I don't know why it does this. It's almost like the map just disappears. It's like this is the edge of the map. But usually what happens in other games is it stops you from going any further. I don't know, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Objective 1 done. Can't get out that way by the looks of things. Ah, that's because I need the red key from that side, but we've already used it. Yeah, it's not where we're getting another one. Right, 2 objectives left and we are halfway down the power levels. I do remember picking something up over here, so that's where we're going to go first. Pathfinding is 100% amazing, but it's not horrible. There we go. So one of you is going to be left lying behind regardless, since I've only got one battery. Question is, how are you going to make it over this water section? Nope. That's where you were firing from. We're gonna see you after come round. It's where we were last time. This door doesn't want to open. Oh wait a minute, what's this? So I wasn't sure what this was, so maybe it's a switch for the door perhaps? Yep, okay. Thought it might have been a power outlet, but I think that was so wishful thinking. Ooh. Apologies, completely forgot the ad was on. You haven't missed much, to be honest. Got a new recruit. Cool.
Solomon Control's central storage depot is located near the center of Lake Tarsis. Intel believes the security this location affords the Megs may mean they have stockpiled one or more of Solomon Control's fail-safe keys there.
Okay, we have discovered that the location of the green passkey is here. We must obtain this key and gain access to the main building. There are reports of a new shield technology located in the main building. Retrieve it and bring back for our lab boys to analyze. Lake Tarsus is believed to contain one of Solomon Control failsafe keys. If we can recover this key, we may be able to use it and destroy Solomon Control and free the sector. Finally, Mex are using Lake Tarsus to test their new plasma-based weapon. Retrieve it and we'll have a new weapon to fight with. Cool. Okay. I'll play this for another 20 minutes and I'm going to move on. But I am enjoying it. Probably play more of it next Friday. What? Being shot at by something? Oh. Everybody's got a key. Where's the key go?
Yes, sir.
Ah, you got it. Okay. Don't tell me each of them had a battery.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone apart from the first one's got a battery. quiet around here. Oh, you need a key. You need a key. Proximity mine. Looks like a key. Yeah, blue key. These levels are getting very intricate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have I just come full circle? I have, haven't I? No? So it looks very familiar. There's the red key. So these two I can't get through anyway. Why did you just go back? Don't think I've been through here. No, I didn't. Okay. Nothing in here anyway. So that's a green door. This is recognizable. I can't get across anyway because the bridge looks to be out. Okay. Has the sound gone? No, it's still there. I don't know where this red door is. Don't go back in. So I can't go out there because this is out. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Drake is out of power. Yeah, the other one's going to be out of power before I see what the other door is. Right, okay. I'm going to call it for that part. A lot of fun though. Right, I am just going to go for a quick break. I'll be about 2-3 minutes. Because I didn't quite get a break last time because I completely forgot the where it's supposed to be. So back soon. Hello, sorry about that. What were you saying? Retro game in Denmark? Amiga? No, not today. Today is Windows. We're still on Maydows. Okay, so that was Total Mayhem or Total Mania. So look at the other game. So I bought, so I got another two. There was Storm, which was like 3 CDs. Right, and then there was Spectre VR, which was the other one. That looked interesting. So let's have a look at Spectre VR. Also have a quick look at how much space I've got available. Should have plenty. So on C I've got 82 meg left. D I've got half a gig. E I have over a gig. Cool, right, so D I've got space on. Don't do that. It's not December yet. This program will install Spectre VR CD into your hard disk. A minimum of 7 meg free space is required. Note Spectre VR CD requires the video for Windows and Windows 30 to be installed. We've got that. However, these have not been installed on the system. Go to the directory of these two and run it up. Okay. And we want it on, I think it was D is fine. You could do it on C, no problem, but very basic installer program there. What's it? Spectre VR is next. So after installing, it's necessary to restart Windows before you run. If you want to enable QSide and AWS sound card, okay. Why do I know the name is Silas Warner? Heard of Silas Warner. Just check. Oh, he made the original Wolfenstein, not the 3D one that everybody knows, but the one that was on the Apple Macs. What sound? It might have been. I've just. So the toilet, the bathroom is through there, so that could be it. Or you could be hearing the fan from the CD drive. So yes, that's why I've heard of Silas Warner. Let's just try it. We do have a joystick, but I'm not going to use it. Sounds will put on.
Welcome to Sabinet.
Ooh. Display. I don't know how well this is going to use, so let's try some textures and movies.
Hello. Isn't that better?
Wasn't expecting that. Well, keep it off full screen for now.
Access denied.
One sec, let's see if ExoWin has stuff for this. Come on, Launchbox. Right. Spectre. No manual. Has a flip box. Don't know what that means. It has an alternate launcher in the batch file. I don't know what that does. Just install it. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. So I can see the box and CD, but that's not it. There is a number on here, but I don't know what the, there's a 333. Um, 31.
Access denied.
Nope.
Access denied.
Might not be able to play this, unfortunately. No, it's not in there. Okay, let me try one more thing. Found one on the Macintosh repository site. Whether I can actually use it, I don't know. There we go.
Access denied.
Nope. 63 AKG. RU5. Yep, nope, that's not it. Found a manual. It's for 286 apparently this. Windows 3.0 or later. Recommend using a 386 25 MHz. Which this is much better than. No, I can't find anything. So this is going to be... this is not going to go anywhere, unfortunately. Did look interesting. If I can find a way to sort it, I will. We'll have a go at it. But I now can't do anything. Typical.
Access denied.
I know it's incorrect. Is that Boland? Boland C++ perhaps? PCX files. Some nice mid music there. Hendrix. Don't recognize it. It's got some nice mid tracks in it. Yeah, nice sounding tracks, but shame I can't play anything right now. What are we on? 154. Let me have a look at... Oh, cool. Please tell me that these are actually discs or not. So I found, I vaguely remember this. So when Independence Day came out, apparently there was some discs that you could use. They were called mission discs. Let me just see if I can extract it somewhere. Because it says CD, but it's got a load of IMA files. So hopefully, means I can kind of see what's on them. And again, hopefully they are the real ones. There's 11 here, which feels excessive. Okay, chat, time to cross your fingers. Let's see if we can find these. Supreme Commander. There we go. I'm going to put games in this because we've basically filled up our program group quota. Your quest for a host planet is incomplete. You wish to continue? Yes. no idea what I'm doing. What? That's what I'm wondering what this is. Those two. Because those two are together, not this one. There we go. this again. Thank you for the follow there, Talon 1024. I'd bear something up here. Ah, okay. So I think we've done that one. Bottom to there. Top to here. That's what I want. Attack force is insufficient to take over planet. Yes, let's redeem myself. Oh, excuse me. So M20 is to use a galaxy. Nebulas. Probably another galaxy. Klaatu. This is a reference to I can't can't remember the film. It's a 1950s film. But Klaatu was the robot that came down with the alien leader. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Or was Klaatu the alien? It's one of the two. Can't remember the film though. Right. Bottom of the chair to the bottom, so the here. And this one, yeah, okay. That one and that one. Okay, shields down. This virus has been detected. Well, the ship has been infiltrated by Earthlings. Would you like to redeem yourself? I'm getting a little tired. I'm trying not to fall asleep at the moment. I've been just been busy with work today. So we will get back to this next week. This is disc 1 of 11. Be sure to collect the entire ID4 series. Cool. So we will definitely get back to this. So this I think either came out during the film or just before the film. I had the little holographic thing on my desk. I think there was like a was there a holographic mouse mat or something I got? I vaguely remember that. I do remember like a holographic card, and once you sort of, if you've never seen one before, so basically it's like a card, but it's got a picture on it, but if you kind of turn it, the picture changes because it's got like ridged bits on where it's almost like the image, depending on how the light hits, it will shoot one side or the other. And I think my card was of the White House, and then it gets blown up by the aliens. I think it was that one. I don't remember any of these though. I remember hearing about them, but I don't remember actually playing them. So it's good to be able to play them. But we'll definitely have a look at that next week. Hopefully I won't be too tired. Right, so yeah, we'll definitely look at that. So that's two things we'll be doing next week. Looking a bit more on Total Commander and a bit more of that. And if I get a chance, I will try and have a look at, what was the other one I got? Storm was the other one. It's like 3 CDs though, so we've got plenty of space, so that's fine. Right, that's it for today. I will remember to get the stream ending up. There we go. So I will be back on Sunday for the main game, which we're playing, or trying to play, Police Quest SWAT, which is such a teeth gnashing game, but we'll have to see if we can actually do it. I did also do Star Trek Klingon. That only took about 2 sessions. That was quite fun. Amiga Monday, I'm not sure if it's going to carry on next week. I don't mean indefinitely. I just mean because obviously the machine's down. I do have 2 other Amigas and I've got the Mister, but I want to see what's up with it this weekend. A friend of mine basically said it could be that with the heat turning off and on, it could have just like come out a little bit, so it might be okay. So I'll see what happens on that one. So I will probably let you know tomorrow what I found out. Sorry, I will let you know on Sunday what I found out about what I looked into tomorrow. I'll probably update Discord first, but you know. So look out for that on Monday. Hopefully we'll still be okay. Tuesday should be back to Police Quest SWAT, and Friday we'll have another look at ID4 discs and probably play a bit more Total Mania. So yeah, there we go. That's a good yeah, that's what I've got for you anyway. Let's see who's available for raiding. Let's see if anybody's doing Maydows still. That's me. I think that's it. It's on today. Okay. Let's see who's available for raiding generally. Let's go raid Artem Havoc, because he did raid us. Was it last week? Was it yesterday? He did raid recently, so let's go raid Artem Havoc. He is doing The Gap on PC from 2023. Not heard of it. So let's go do the raid. Okay, thanks everyone for popping in. See you all Sunday. If not, you know the rest of my schedule, which is up there. And until then, see you later. Bye.